What's up, my people? What's up, my homies? What's up, my friends? I'm Gnarly Vato, and these are Gnarly Times. Well, today is going to be another YA story. You know, you're probably asking, why do you like to tell these? Well, I wanted to tell these so I could remember before I don't forget, what happened. Things like that stick in your mind, so I like to get it off my chest. Well, this story happened in NRCC. I was on a violation. I did about four violations. I was on parole for 7 years, YA parole. So they're making their money off of me because I kept getting in trouble. I got off parole right before my 25th birthday. Well, when I went on one of these violations, I was there for 90 days in Sacramento. So I was on dorm 6, right? Dorm 6 was a violators unit. So anybody violated, they take you over there, or if you were new to going to jail, like if you're tried as juvenile, but were turned 18, or whatever they charge you, whatever it was, you would go there because it's over 18. So when I was there on one of these violations, right, I was a few times I'd be some of the older homeboy there. So there was times I knew homeboys, like when I was there, I don't know if it was this violation or another, I seen this fool I'm out just chilling, right, in my window, looking out the window, and I see this fool walking, and he had a Raider emblem shield tatted on the back of his head. And I go, is that Pelon? And this was a homeboy that I was in Carl Holton with, and we were cellies, we were pretty tight. And then before he even seen me, I was like, F the Raiders! Cause he walk all chingon, all tough, so he was walking by my window, walking out, and that's when I said, F the Raiders! And he just looked around, turned and looked around, and just mean mugged everybody, But I told him, hey, it's me, fool. But anyways, this fool was there, right? Well, on these violations, you get, as you go in there each time, what I've learned, I didn't like to play many games with anybody but our homeboys, So this time, they would, in the NRCC, they had all cells. So when you went in the day room, you went into the thing, it was a day room. And right the day room, there's another door on the other side. So they had the cops station in the middle, and right behind it was the showers. And right there was 2 hallways. And there's all doors on both sides. So he was on one side, I was on the other side. But anyways, they would let us out, right? And this, some of us could chill right there inside the NRCC. They would have yard. So some go out there and play handball, basketball, whatever, run around, kick the ball around, machina, whatever, right? So some of us would stay inside. I'm going to stay and watch some TV. So we'd be sitting, there's about 10 rows of chairs or something, plastic chairs, like you see in a hospital or something. Well, I was chilling, right? Me and a few other homeboys were chilling, just watching TV. Why? Because we would always have to have, if homeboy wanted to stay in there to watch TV, we'd have to have another homeboy. Or, post up with him. Because we didn't like to have one homeboy alone and get caught slipping. So a lot of that from county jail would transfer over there. So the other homeboys, older homeboys, would try to enforce it if they were there. So many people came and went, nothing really stuck, as in laws or anything, So when there was a time I even went on a violation, and I was right behind my brother. They're like, oh, your brother just left. Because he went on a violation. And he's like, yeah, he was a laundryman. I was like, oh man, barely missed my brother. But anyways, so I'm there, right? And I'm there, me and the homies chilling in the chairs. Well, there's these fools that had ping pong. And it was right in front of the YC station. I guess it'd be called. Right where the staff are. So it was, people would, sit and wait to play ping pong. So everybody fools in line. And right by the it's in the middle of the day room. So, fools are playing, right? And I'm just there chilling, watching. Well, this other fool starts playing, and it was a black fool, a CRIP and a blood, right? So, these fools start playing, and they, this gets competitive. And, we're just there chilling, watching the TV, well, I was, and just watching these fools like, this is getting crazy right here, So when watching this, they started talking louder and louder, and you're like, all right, let me see what's going on here, So we started I started watching these fools, and these fools started, cause I got, whatever, cause it's the blah blah blah, y'all blood, I'm blood, don't be, well, cause blah blah. They just started wolfing to each other. We call wolfing, talking crap. So I'm like, and they're both big. The blood, he was they're over 6 foot. With the blood, he was all swole. You know what I'm saying? Muscles and all that. With the other fool, the CRIP, he was, kind of a little pudgy a little bit, and not real muscular. So he stood there, blah, 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 blah. Well, these fools, I'm like, this is gonna get crazy. So as I'm watching, this fool, cause they be spiking fools that know, they be how to play that. They be getting crazy, talking crazy, dude, wolfing. So these fools, the CRIP and I'm winning. He like, cut, get out of here, And then the other, just, the blood so he sets the paddle down, right, and just, man, walks off, and well, the CRIP's like, yeah, blah. He's just there braggadocious, bragging, all happy. So this fool's like, yeah, so the CRIP, the blood, say I'm him, right, the CRIP, so I'm like, yeah. Well, the blood goes, walks around, right, around him. By then, the other home just walks gonna go this way, and this other guy comes and gets a paddle, right? So he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to play." So the dude comes around me, right? Comes around homeboy, then comes back around the pool table, then goes where he was at, and right behind there was a water faucet. So he goes, gets a drink of water, right? He's like, drinking it. So he gets a drink of water and wipes his mouth, and I'm like, just like, all right, well, maybe this is over. So this fool goes and walks back the same little lap he's going, and right when the other fool ready to use the paddle, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna serve. This fool just goes one time, side of the head. Boom! Old boy just fell like that with his mouth open and like, started making crazy noises, man. Well, the staff, cause she sees right there, they kind of seen it getting competitive, right? So they're kind of aware. Well, she jumped, cause it happened fast. She kind of jumped down, cause they had a few stairs. Kind of jumps down the stairs, and already had her can out. And the homeboy laid it down. Boom. Handcuff him. By then you hear alarms and staff running over here. And, our homeboys, they probably think something, no one knows. Because they're like, oh, what the hell's going on? Is it our people or are we in war? So it's but it was just crazy. When he fell, he just started making all these noises. you know, the other staff came and snapped, you know, are you okay? He's trying to get up, like, you know, they're like, well, sit down, sit down. You know, by then they wheeled homeboy out on the little golf cart. So they put you on a golf cart sometimes, you know. But it was just crazy, you know. And I just, each time I went on a violation, I learned more and more. Not to go back, nah. But you know, it's like certain. Don't even play with other people not unless they were your own, because things get wild and crazy. Because no one cares. Who's in there for a violation? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so what? So it's like things like that. You realize, you know, okay, maybe I was caught up for being around the wrong people. But then you look at a guy like that getting mad because he lost ping pong. You're like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? And you got to think before you react, and don't just get angry fast. You know? Okay, I lost. I'm a loser today. Well, you could be a winner tomorrow. You know? Don't do bad things. Think before you react. That's what I say. Because in the long run, you'll just shake it off and just move on. Sometimes you got to know we lost. All right. Let's go. Another round. Nah, but you know, this is a tale from Gnarly Vato. So have a gnarly day in these gnarly times.